Welcome to Game Pass in Review, where we review the titles on Xbox Game Pass and let you know if they're worth your time. I'm Kevin, aka the Muffin Mon, and today we're taking a look at AI, the Somnium Files, released in 2019. Developed and published by Spike Chunsoft, the AI and Somnium Files was released over 2 years ago for most platforms, but the game actually didn't come to Xbox until this year and subsequently launched on Xbox Game Pass. So, is this detective novel worth your time? Let's see what we uncovered while playing. In AI, the Insomnium Files, we're thrown into the role of Kaname Date, an investigator for ABIS, or the Advanced Brain Investigation Squad. These are top secret agents within the police department due to their use of artificial intelligence and a process called syncing, which actually lets them enter a dream world called a Somnium. In these insomniums, they can investigate suspects within their own minds. So the game starts out with you finding a dead body at a carousel, and this kicks off the story. Date is tasked with discovering who's the murderer. That sounds pretty normal for a detective story. Well, I wouldn't be so sure because the game goes off the rails pretty quickly with the introduction of ABA, the AI housed inside your left eye. This lets you investigate things that are well beyond the boundaries of normal humans. Like you can use X-ray vision and search inside of things. You can have instant access to the internet and databases and technology searches. So you might understand why a special agent would find this useful when they're searching for suspects. But does the weirdness stop there? Absolutely not. You befriend Iris, who's an idol or a pop star in Japan. Now, this game gets very anime, and it's honestly hard for me to tell you more without spoiling the story, but tell you what, it does go off the rails. So I'm going to move on and focus on the gameplay. What the heck is the AI in Somnium Files? What the heck is AI, the Somnium Files? Well, in short, it's a visual novel. The gameplay here is simple. It's point and click at certain objects. You read descriptions of the environment. You talk to people. You get dialogue trees. You piece information together to discover what is actually going on. Some of the descriptions are quite out there. Like if you click on a receptionist, you might get a description about their breast size. Very Japanese, very anime. Maybe not for everyone. But there is an interesting story here. Each character is intriguing, and the English voice cast does a considerably good job dubbing this title. Now, there is another component of gameplay, and that is the Somnium portion of the game. When you enter someone's mind, when you sync with them, you can actually walk around as Aba. She takes on a human-like form. It's, again, little inappropriate. It's almost a naked woman. But while you are in this form, you can still walk around, you can interact with objects, but when you interact with them, you almost get a mini game type system where you have a time limit, you have certain actions that you can do to the item, like you can kick a panda head and see if that changes something in the world. This allows you to unlock these things called mental locks in the Somnium world. These mental locks are what you're going to need to unlock to progress. If you run out of time, you got to try again because you essentially failed. This is the main gameplay mechanic, I would say. So the most interesting part of this mechanic, in my opinion, is that the game isn't just a linear story. It's a visual novel, yes, but there are multiple paths, and these are told out through each Somnium. So in each Somnium, you have multiple paths you can go down, left or right tree, and how you go down these paths will drastically change your story from who dies, who lives, who the killers are, and actually like what story you're in overall. Overall, personally, I am not a visual novel fan, but I did find my time with AI, the Somnium Files, quite enjoyable. I would say that if you're a fan of these styles of games like Danganronpa, check this one out. It does get a recommend from me, but only on the premise that if you are a visual novel fan, then you will like this game. If you're not, probably stay away from it. And if everything I've said about the Japaneseness of this game scares you away, probably not for you. But let me know your thoughts down below. Like, share, subscribe. I've been Kevin, aka the Muffin Man, and I'll see you next time. Bye.